For I've learned in whatever state I am to be content. I know how to be abased, and I know how to abound. Everywhere and in all things, I have learned both to be full and to be hungry, both to abound and suffer need. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. What? Can you say that again? What do you want? How are you feeling? It is natural for people to want to understand each other. However, it is just as natural to find difficulty articulating an answer. These are the same questions I hear all the time. I've been told once that I mumble too much. In another instance, I've been told that I don't move my mouth enough when I talk. I talk like a ventriloquist, and I say things without much context. I notice that I also talk at the rate which my brain operates, and we often think faster than we speak. So my speech all becomes mush, and difficult to understand from the perspective of other people, making myself very incoherent. I just want you to hear me. I just want you to understand what I'm thinking, to feel what I feel. You ever wonder why people want a dream to video machine? It's because they cannot adequately describe what they saw. If it barely makes sense to them, how would it make sense to you? We are all trying to tell a story. And who doesn't like a good story? But it is enhanced by its storyteller. It requires work and experience to be able to tell a good story, to be able to communicate a message or emotion effectively. You wouldn't understand. Can you just tell me how you feel? What are you going through? I want to know more. I don't know. What do you mean you don't know? I can't explain it. Then how can I help you? I don't know. Well, I do know. I know exactly how I feel. I know exactly why I'm acting the way I'm acting. But I just can't explain it to you. Why? Because I'm afraid. I'm afraid that you would find out who I truly am. I'm afraid that even if I told you, you wouldn't understand. So I've decided to carry that burden for myself. You're not me. Can anyone truly understand the depths of another person? Is it possible for one to have complete empathy in another situation? Can they say that they've gone through the same thing and haven't forgotten what it feels like? There's this short story by Ray Bradbury called Fever Dream. A boy at the age of 15 is undergoing a transformation. He's going through some illness, and his body starts to become unrecognizable to himself. He tries to explain to his parents, but they brush him off. He tries to explain to the doctor, but the doctor also brushes him off. They say he's overreacting, and that he's fine. He tries to explain to them again, but his own hands start to choke him. They don't understand him. They can't understand him, because they are not him. Stop isolating yourself. You think that you're alone, that no one understands. But there are people out there, people that have gone through the exact same thing that you're going through, people that care. Therefore, confess your sins to one another and pray for one another, that you may be healed. The prayer of a righteous person has great power as it is working. James 5:16. Yet to admit these things to other people requires a degree of vulnerability. And vulnerability is difficult because it makes us feel weak. We're giving someone else an area of our lives that affects us very deeply. And it is hard to trust that they won't use it against you. But it is necessary. It is necessary for us to succeed. We cannot spend our lives thinking that the world is against us. Nor can we spend it thinking that we're all alone. Because that doesn't benefit you at all. If there's no trustworthy people, pray, confess first to God, and pray that He would grant you people, the right people, to hear you and build you up.